Hello everyone, welcome to Claret and Booze. My name's Nick, and this is a daily ramble during the day. I've done it during the day for once. As always, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Don't forget to drop a like on the video because it does really help us. Right, we're going to be talking about... there's nothing else to talk about apart from all the crap that's being peddled this transfer window. Ins, outs, ticket stuff. We'll start with the tickets, right? So Sean Whetstone has leaked that only 1,400 people have not renewed their season tickets. Don't believe the hype, people. We're now in a window where they've got to try and sell however many, which we're never going to know, they haven't sold to new prospective mugs that are on the waiting list. Well, how do you do that? You make people believe that supply is small. That's how you do it. It's supply and demand. So saying that there's only a small amount, that's what's going to be fired out on the emails as well, and it has been. I know that. You know, you better act now or you won't get a seat. That's what they're doing. I suppose we'll just have to wait and see once the season does actually start how empty that place is. I do know that a lot of people have renewed last minute, as they always have and always will, because it's hard for some people to walk away from it. It's not just about the football. They meet their family over there. They meet their friends. It's a day out. You know, it's something you do with your kids. I'll get it. What I don't get are some fans that have actually come out and said, I've renewed, but I'm not going to go though. I can't stand it over there. It's crap. I'll probably only go to a handful of games. And then what they'll do is they'll sell their ticket back to the club for the other games. These people also complain about all the tourists over there. Well, when you sell your ticket back, that ticket gets given to a tourist that sits next to another season ticket holder. So you're part of the problem, and you're also the perfect customer because they're making double bubble on your seat. It's done now. But I don't understand that argument. What is it? You just want to wear, I'm a season ticket holder as a badge of honour, even though you don't go. I don't get that. So that is literally the perfect scenario for Brady and Sullivan because they get to sell that seat twice. So that I don't understand at all. Not really. If you're getting your ticket because you're going to go over there and support your team, I understand it. But not if you're just going to leave it empty and sell it back. Why? And that's probably why a lot of people have renewed as well, because you can imagine the amount of club cash they had from tickets that they've sold back to the club. You can use that towards your new season ticket. So that's probably what I imagine has happened, but there will be a massive chunk of people that have not renewed this year, because I know a lot. I know a lot of people that have not renewed. So, yeah, there will be a substantial amount, but we'll wait and see what happens. Now, we've seen lots of players linked, as usual. Richard Rios, people are talking about now. The same player that we've been linked with for the past, 3-4 windows? Thought Macaulay and Potter was driving this. But yeah, apparently it's back on. We could sign Richard Rios. Now look, I'd be happy if we signed someone of that profile, but we're not going to, are we? Let's face it. That ain't going to happen. He's a very, very good player. Very good player. Top player. Not going to happen. If it did, I would be happy. But again, that proves that that's not a Potter and Macaulay signing. You know, we're being linked to two different types of player. Players like Stassin that Sullivan's probably never even heard of, and there's no way going to push a button on a striker that's just got relegated because he won't look beyond stats or anything like that. Even though this guy's stats are okay, we're not going to get players like that in. It isn't going to happen. You know, I actually think that kid would be a good player as a backup to a main striker at 20 years old. Never going to happen. We're not getting players of that profile. I don't think that we are. We're going to be linked with them throughout the window. Because you have to also understand that it's agents as well. Everyone knows in the world that West Ham are looking to rebuild their team. So if you want to generate interest in your player, your client, you need to link them to another club and say so-and-so is interested to try and spark a bidding war for your player. I don't want West Ham to have him. We'll jump in. So we're fair game for that. So and that happens in every window, but I think it's going to happen more so in this window. So not every player that is linked is going to be club driven. It's not. But because we're so poorly run, we're fair game. One thing that I think is club leaked, well, I know it's club leaked because it's only been leaked by club sources, is an outgoing player, a potential outgoing player. Right? Now, what are they trying to do? Are they trying to stir interest in the player? Are they trying to sort of trigger a bidding war? Or are they trying to say so that when we're basically stuck with this player, because no one does want to sign him, because no one wants to pay him the wages that he wants, that he's earning and stuff like that, because he's 30 years old, they can say, well, we stole him away from a Champions League club's grasp. They wanted him. Well, the team that apparently wants Thomas Soucek, and none other than Newcastle. Newcastle wants Soucek in their midfield. That's only coming from West Ham sources. You won't see anything of that in Newcastle land. First of all, because they'd go, what the fuck? They would. Because have you seen their midfield? Have you seen it? Have you seen their midfield? Where does Soucek fit in there then? Who does he replace? It's bollocks, right? That isn't going to trigger a bidding war for Soucek. I think even they know that. What this is so that basically West Ham fans will believe the hype and go, oh, Newcastle wanted him and we kept him. We've basically got a Champions League player. So I think that's what that is. It's nonsense. It's crap. Everything that's coming out at the moment is propaganda. It's propaganda or it's false. Mohammed Kudus, there was an inquiry from Chelsea, not an official bid, and it was lower than has been reported as well. So I think they offered 40 million plus a player, which we rejected because Sullivan only wants money. He wants that 80 million. He ain't going to get it. Arsenal are also keen on him as well. I mean, they've got Saka, but a lot of people are going to disagree. I think Kudus is a better player. I actually do. You stick him in a good team where there's more than one threat, he's going to flourish, you know, and that 85 million would seem cheap next season. I'm pretty certain of it. But what clubs are going to be able to buy him for now is a lot less. Arsenal are apparently bidding 50 million for him. I mean, what's that? Are they trying to claw back 30 million of that Declan Rice money? I don't know. Is he worth more than that at the moment based on how we've let him rot in this team under 3 different managers and 3 different styles, directionless for the last year? Probably not. No. He's been crap like all the others have been crap. It's only really been Wan-Bissaka that's shone. Bowen's got the numbers, but he ain't played well. No one's really shone in this team. No one has. Everyone's gone backwards and gone down in value. So I think this is probably the worst season to sell players because they're lowest. We're giving people bargains here. That's what West Ham are doing. We're givers. We're givers at West Ham. So someone's picking up a bargain in Kudus because I don't think we'll get anywhere near the 85, 60 million max, but it's going to be more like 50 million because we've made it clear that we need to sell him, that we're skint, that we need cash flow. Therefore, we've placed the power in the hands of whichever club are trying to buy him. The power is going to be in that club's hands as well because there's only going to be a select few clubs that can pay that kind of money. And he doesn't want to go Saudi. He's already said that. I don't want to go to Saudi, which he needs to be commended for. I know that we all slagged off John Duran for being a greedy bastard, for choosing Saudi over football. Well, this guy's choosing football over money. So, yeah, who wants players like that? Do you know what I mean? This is what I mean. And I do think that when you look at the players that we're actually linked with, that we're likely to be getting in, there is Ramsdale. There's a high chance that we're going to be signing him for 20 million. Harwood-Bellis as well. That's another, 25, 30 million? That's the Kudus money gone. Would you swap Mohammed Kudus for Ramsdale and Harwood-Bellis? Because that's effectively what we're doing. You know, why not go out and grab 2 of the back 4 of one of the worst teams defensively in the league in recent memory to add to our shit defence? How does that improve us? It don't. We all know that Ramsdale's going to be an absolute disaster as and when that happens. I mean, we've all seen that podcast that he was on there as well. That clip's been going viral where he was talking to Ian Wright saying that he cannot concentrate on a game of football for more than 15 minutes at a time. He has to take a break and he starts communicating with fans and singing songs and stuff like that. He just can't concentrate. Might explain why he can't judge the flight of a fucking cross and he starts flapping all over the place. He's a shit keeper. He's capable of pulling off the odd world-class camera save. But he's terrible with his feet. That's why Arteta got rid of him. His decision-making and everything else, playing out from the back, maybe he's a little bit better than Areola playing with his feet, but he is a fucking disaster waiting to happen. He rates himself too much. He thinks he's Pirlo with his feet. So he gets caught out. He's susceptible to a high press. And that's all we're going to be suffering under Potter because we're going to be playing out from the back, as we've seen. So he's a terrible choice. And he's relegated 3 teams or been part of teams that have been relegated. All right? You don't need bad juju like that. You don't need it. We're going to be the 4th with him in goal. And Harwood-Bellis, is he any better than Kilman? Really? He's not, is he? Like I said, he was part of a shit defence that shipped loads of goals. So, yeah, I think that's sort of the level of player that we're going to be going for. It's going to be the same types. It's going to be your typical sort of salt-house types of player that we're going to be getting in. Maybe with a couple of young players sprinkled in. They might give Potter and McCauley a few, but that's all they're going to get. You know, they're not going to get any more than that. Sullivan, as we know at the moment, is on a yacht with bouncy boobs, standing on boxes with a little fleece shorts outfit that he had on. I mean, is that the only way you will have a photo taken with her now, you know? Because he was taller than her in that photo, standing on a 6-foot box. I mean, don't get me wrong. He was only just above her head and the bottoms of his feet were just above her knees. Oh, it's terrible. It's a terrible picture. I mean, that's not a midlife crisis. That's like a fucking end-of-life crisis, isn't it? It really is. That's our owner, everyone. That's who people... That's he sits in that box with his little hat on, looking round at everyone, all these little minions that keep on going back over there, no matter what shit he serves up. He must be laughing his tits off. But look, before I go any further anyway, the Petition people, I'm not going to stop badgering you for this. bsout.co.uk. We need to get Brady and Sullivan out. This is an embarrassment. It is. Let's just make a stand. Let's stand together for once. Don't leave it until the season starts. You know, wait and see how it goes and then start moaning, because then it looks like we're just reactive. You know, if they give us something, we're going to shut up. If they razzle-dazzle us a little bit, we'll shut up and we'll only complain when things are going badly. Let's just get these people out. They've done enough. They've done more than enough. They need to go. So look, that is it from me anyway. Very short, sharp, piss-taking video. That's going to be my coverage of this transfer window now, because I feel emotionally disconnected now from this transfer window. I'm not normally. I'm normally like, oh no, not him. I don't really care. Just let him fucking do it. Sign Ramsdale. I don't care. Do it. Sign him. Sign who you fucking want. Sell who you fucking want. And then we'll talk about it next season. And we'll pull it apart. They're not going to listen to us anyway. There's no point moaning. No point whatsoever. Speak to you all soon. Come on, you irons.